1.
Okay.
Scotty. Thank you for thank you for teaching us all the science lessons and helping me pass CFEs.
Thank you for making us better people and making us learn better and faster.
Thank you, Grandpa. We'll see you next year.
Hopefully.
That was tough.
Shout out to Mr. Taylor, you're the GOAT.
Shout out to Mr. Lawrence because he's the best teacher in life and he helped me pass my test.
I would like to give a shout out to all the teachers who stood beside me, and I would like to thank them for the encouraging things they said. And
Shout out to Miss Thompson for always helping with my work and telling me to focus.
Shout out to Miss Kelly because throughout this whole year, she taught me to be better, even though she was a little annoying. But I hope next year treats you right. Yeah.
Oh, I want to shout out Miss Green, Miss Tubb, Mr. McGee, and yeah, thank you for teaching me and being the best.
Shout out to Mr. Lawrence and Miss Pencil for being great teachers.
I want to shout out Miss Thompson, Mr. McGee, and Miss Tuck and Miss Green for helping me throughout my 8th grade year.
I want to shout out to Miss Tuck, Mr. McGee, and Miss LaFarda for being the best teacher of my 8th grade year.
I want to shout out Miss Thompson, Mr. Taylor, Mr. McGee, and Miss Green. Thank you for being the amazing teacher that you are, and I love y'all.
Thank you, Miss Green.
Thank you, Miss Green,
for being a good teacher.
Shout out Miss Kelly and Miss Pencil. Thank you for being great teachers.
Shout out Scotty.
Do it again. It's okay. I'll cut it out. Do it again.
Yeah, okay. You and then me.
Ready? Go. Yes, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Scotty.
Thank you for thank you for teaching us all the science lessons and helping me pass CFEs.
Thank you for making us better people and making us learn better and faster.
thank you, Grandpa. We'll see you next year.
Hopefully.
That was tough.
Shout out to Miss McKinney.
Queen McKinney. Shout out to Queen
Queen
McKinney.
McKinney.
You were fun the whole time that I was here. Hope you shine for the next group of 8th graders. Thank you again. Love you.
Yeah, love you. Shout out to Miss Kelly because throughout this whole year, she taught me to be better, even though she was a little annoying. But I hope next year treats you right. Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Kelly because she's a funny and very good teacher.
Shout out to Miss Afada, Miss Palmer, and Miss Phillips.
Shout out to Mr. Lawrence and Miss Pencil for being great teachers.
Shout out to Miss Brown. She's my favorite teacher in the whole wide world.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Lawrence, Ms. Hoskins, and Mr. Six.
I want to do a shout out for Mr. Lawrence and Mr. Lanuski.
I want to shout out Mr. Lords and Mr. Six.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Gonzalez and Miss Beckford.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Beckford.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Hammonds.
Shout out to Miss Thompson, even though she gave a lot of attitude. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Miss Thompson.
I shout out to Miss Owings for helping my brother get a job.
I shout out to Ms. Gonzalez.
Miss Hoskins for giving me food.
I just say I shout out whoever. I shout out Miss Beckford.
Shout out to Miss Ricketts Green for giving me a referral in 6th grade and for helping me with my work.
Shout out to Miss Gonzalez. Shout out to Miss Hammonds. Wait, what do I say? I forgot to say.
Coach Carter.
Shout out to Mr. Elbinger and Mr. Elbinger.
Shout out to Coach Carter.
Shout out to Ms. Gonzalez and Ms. Davis. They've been teaching me very well.
Shout out to Mr. Casey.
Go.
Shout out to Miss Sizer and Miss Davis.
Shout out to Ms. Beckford, she's the best teacher. Ms. Gore for helping me pass the civics test, for me helping me get in a 5. Yeah. Shout out to Ms. Gore for helping me get a 5 on the civics test, EOC.
Shout out to Miss Beckford.
Helping me for my mathematics fast and helping me this year.
Shout out to Miss Beckford for helping me get a 5 on my fast mathematics test.
Go.
Shout out to Ms. Gonzalez for helping me On my fast test and getting a good score.
Go.
Shout out to Miss Beckford, the best teacher in the world. She always gives me candy because I'm the best student in the world out of all the students in the world.
Shout out to Miss Beckford.
Go.
Shout out to Miss Brown. She's my favorite teacher in the whole wide world.
Shout out to Mr. McKee. He's the best teacher. He lets do everything in that class. Love Mr. McKee. Favorite teacher ever.
I want to shout out Miss Tuck for being the best teacher at Woodlake Middle School.
3, 2, 1.
Shout out to
Shout out to Miss Tuck.
Shout out to Miss Kelly, our favorite teacher. We're gonna miss you. You know, be safe. But when I make it, you ain't gonna die.
We're gonna miss you next year, Miss Green, and Coach Ray.
My name is Kalani Higdon, and I want to give a shout out to Coach Carter and Miss Jackson.
I'm Kenna Hunter, and I want to give a shout out to Miss Green and Coach Wynn.
Our favorite teacher is Coach Jackson. And we're gonna miss you when we leave. And you're gonna cry.
Hey, Miss Tuck, we're gonna miss you next year, man. You ain't gonna miss her? I'm gonna miss Miss Tuck, man.
Go jump in, bro.
From 6th grade to now, we gonna miss you, Miss Tuck.
Yeah, Miss Tuck, we gonna miss you.
We gonna
You
miss
the best.
a lot.
You tell me
You the best
everything.
teacher ever, bro.
You know me since I was yay big and this tall.
Now we this tall, like, oh my God.
Thank you, Ms. Vogel, so much for teaching me this year. I really appreciate you, and have a great summer.
Thank you, Miss Hoskins, for teaching me this school year, teaching me how to sing,
You kids.
and I will miss you during the summer.
Mr. Marshall, you feel like the best teacher I ever had this year, and I would love to have you next year if I'll be here. First, Mr. Marshall, because we really love you.
Go. Hi, Miss Brown.
Thank you for teaching us all about life science this year, and we really appreciate you as a teacher.
Yes, we love you, Miss Brown. Have a good summer.
This is Tiff Bilbao. You are an amazing teacher, and you always give us candy, and you put up with our craziness every day.
Miss Brown, you're like my favorite teacher ever because you're so chill, and I love your attitude and your personality.
Hey, Miss Beckford, you helped me get throughout my whole school year, and you really helped me with math. I even use it every day now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bro. She said I go first. Thank you, Miss Bennett, for helping me understand what animals like do and stuff.
Thank you, Miss Bennett, for being kind and helping us learn.
Thank you, Miss Bennett, for helping us learn and being kind.
Thank you, Miss Bennett.
Thank you, Mr. Thorpe, for teaching me, Addison, Layla, and Olivia.
Thank you, Mr. Thorpe, for being there for us.
Thank you, Mr. Thorpe, for being a good teacher.
Thank you, Mr. Thorpe, for letting us talk most of the time.
Thank you, Mr. Thorpe.
Thank
you, Mr. Thorpe.
My name is Shavilla, and shout out to Miss Brown. She's helped me through a lot in my grades and everything.
Thank you, Miss Brown, for teaching us and being a great teacher, and for never allowing me to drink your Coke.
Thank you, Miss Brown, for helping me understand science and giving me lollipops.
Thank you, Miss Brown, for teaching me.
Thank you, Miss Brown, for being a good teacher.
Thank you, Ms. Brown, for letting me wear my beanie sometimes.
Thank
you,
Miss
Brown.
Hi, I'm Armani, and I want to shout out to Ms. Shapiro and Mr. Plumley for being great teachers this year and everything they did for us. And I want to thank Ms. Shapiro for helping us with our reading, and I want to thank Mr. Plumley for the same thing and being hard on us to make us get better. Oh, you're holding the camera now.
Okay.
Oh, so Miss Chandler, she'll be annoying sometimes, but she was actually a great teacher. Like, sometimes she's nice, sometimes she's mean. And I just did this out the way,
Miss Vogel is a great teacher. She helped me learn math better, and she made me feel welcome for my first few days of school. And she's an amazing teacher.
And I thank you for Miss Shelton for helping me. And even though none of the teachers want to help me, she still helped me. Yeah, thank you, Miss Shelton.
Mr. Plumley is a great teacher, and I enjoyed his class this year.
And plus Mr. Plumley.
Even though he would get us in trouble, I still love Mr. Plumley so much. Okay, so Miss Brown, she's my science teacher, and this year she was actually a great teacher. Even though she'll like yell at us sometimes, but she'll still be like nice. She'll give us candy if we have her clean, and like we get credit if we do extra work. And yeah, she was a great teacher. I liked her this year.
I like Mr. Kelly because he's really nice and he helped me learn how to play a new instrument. I like Miss Brown because she makes learning fun and exciting, and she really understands me, and there's never a bad day with her.
I love Miss Brown because she's very understanding and fun, and yeah, she's super fun and understanding and fun.
I love Miss Brown because she never lets us bring our grades down. I love Miss Brown because she always helps us when we're trying to learn and trying to do something new, and she's also really fun.
We love you, Miss Brown!
I want to shout out to Miss Hoskins because she helped me like not being shy to sing in front of other people.
I'm going to give a shout out to Ms. Hoskins. Thank you for always being there for me, and thank you for teaching me how to sing out loud.
Shout out to Miss Vogel because she took her time and she was patient with me.
I shout out Miss Vogel because she helped me get a level 4 and she's always helping us in class.
Shout out to Mr. Alexander for helping me teach the ways of art.
I'm shouting out Miss Phillips for being the best dance teacher. I'm going to miss you next year, but you're the best dance teacher ever.
I'm nominating Mr. Kelly because he was a nice teacher today and he helped me be better at an instrument that I do not know.
Okay. And I want to shout out to Miss Vogel because she was such a good teacher and she helped me pass my FAST test. I want to shout out to Miss Brown because she's the best teacher ever and she was so nice this year and such a good teacher.
I want to shout out Mr. Kazin. You're the best science teacher at the school. And Mr. Kelly, you're the best band teacher and you taught me a lot of stuff.
We wanted to shout out Miss Palmer, Mr. Lords, and Mr. Kelly for really inspiring us as 8th graders and allowing us to do things that we wanted to do in school and moving forward on in life.
Yeah.
Miss Calendar because she's really helpful and really funny around the school. I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Stern for being sweet and caring about her students. And I'd like to give a shout out to Miss A. She's always there for me and helping with my ups and downs.
To Mr. Kelly, I want to say thank you for being a great teacher.
Thank you, Miss Shelton, for the pizza party and everything else.
To Mr. Kelly, I'd like to thank you for being really nice and teaching me very well how to play my instrument and all.
Thank you, Miss Eustace, for being a nice teacher and for the games.
And Mr. Kazin, thank you for the experiments you let us do and the look at in cahoots.
Thank you, Mr.
Because the little kids are crazy and they all started
doing
crying.
outworks and for doing quizzes for.
Miss Davis, we love you. You're amazing.
Shout out to Miss Palmer. I love you so much. You're such a great teacher. Shout out to Miss McKinney. I love you. You're an amazing teacher.
Where do I go? Thank you, Miss Jackson. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you, Coach Wynn.
Thank you, Coach Phillips, for the amazing track season and more to come. Thank you for everything you do.
Shout out to Miss Bartlett and Coach Wynn. Thank you for giving me such a great year this year.
Hi, Coach Jackson.
Thank you for everything you've done. I'm gonna miss you over these past 2 years I've known you. Thank you for all the life lessons you have taught me and the things you saw in me when I doubted myself.
Thank you for being my best coach and since 4th grade summer. It's been a great time with you.
Yes, thank you for letting me be manager for all the sports team, you know, because I'm a great manager.
I'm better than you.
They wouldn't be here without me.
They wouldn't be here without me, because, you know.
Bro, it's all me, bro.
3. Get to me go it and then I get me plug it and good and then.
Thank you, Miss Beckford. You're a great teacher.
3.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Beckford.
For being a good teacher?
For being a good teacher. Thank you, Miss Goy, for play booklet. Thank you, Mr. Kitchen, for being a great teacher, and I got more words to say, Miss P.
Go ahead, say more
I was
words.
talking to Miss P for a second, and I got you this gift. You're welcome for my Robotnik gift I gave you. Go watch the song movie 1, 2, and 3.
3.
Thank Mr. Thorpe for playing quizzes with us.
To all the teachers I had, thank you so much for the support that you've given me through the year of my first year in middle school. I hope that for your next years, you'll have amazing students just like you are. And I hope that you have a great summer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Pencil, for all the help that you've had giving us learning opportunities. Thank you for everything you've done, and you've been a great teacher this year.
Thank you, Ms. Brown, for being a very supportive and nice teacher and always supporting all your students. I really hope that you and your new students will be very happy in your new classroom, and it's coming from me as you being my favorite teacher, Lennon.
Thank you, Ms. Brown, for all the amazing work you've given us and all the help you've given me. And I'm sure your next year of students will definitely love you as much as I did.
Thank you to all my teachers for helping me with all my assignments and being amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Phillips, for being an amazing teacher and helping us learn more about dance and teaching us how to be amazing dancers. So we love you so much, Ms. Phillips. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Phillips, for pushing me in track and field and dance. You have shown me kindness, dedication, and work. Your future students are definitely going to love that.
I guess I'll give a shout out to Miss Phillips because I learned a lot of life lessons in her class.
You recording? What's up? I want to shout out Mr. McGee. He made the 8th grade year all that much more better with my other bum teachers. But I want to thank you, Mr. McGee, for being the greatest teacher ever. You're the GOAT.
I want to shout out Mr. McGee for making the 8th grade year lit. He was having a chill time in this class and giving us all the charge wrenches. Appreciate you, Mr. McGee.
Shout out to Miss Hoskins.
Shout out to Miss Singh, Miss Gory, and Miss Brown.
Go.
Shout out to Ms. Brown for being the best teacher ever for me.
Go.
Shout out to Ms. Bennett for being the best teacher.
Go.
I give a shout out to Miss Stern for being a good reading teacher.
Thank you, Ms. Hoskins.
Thank you, Mr. Thorpe, because you're the best teacher for us.
Thank you also, Ms. Thorpe.
Thank
You're
you,
the
Ms.
best.
Bow.
And also thank you, Ms. Chandler. And Ms. Carter.
Thank you, Ms.
Oh,
Bow.
Coach Carter. And Coach Jackson. And Coach Wayne. Coach Wayne? Yeah, Coach Wayne.
Thank you, Ms. Hoskins.
Thank you, Ms. Hoskins. Your favorite students.
And Ms. Bow. You're not her favorite.
You saw Aaron, bro. She told me I'm her favorite.
No, she didn't say that.
Yes, she did.
One time she said that,
Ms. Vogel.
Shout out to Coach Carter for being a fun, kind, and cool teacher.
Thank you for being a great teacher, Ms. Brown.
Shout out to Mr. Alexander for being the most kinding, most nicest theater teacher I ever had.
I love you, Ms. Brown, and you're the best science teacher ever, and you're great.
Shout out to Ms. Thompson for being a nice and caring teacher, and Ms. Hammonds being a nice and caring teacher.
Thank you, Mr. Winooski, for being an awesome teacher and teaching us how to play guitar. I really appreciate it.
Hi, we are here to say thank you to Ms. Hammonds and Ms. Sizer for being a great teacher. Yeah. And they're always being kind to us, and they believe us, and they always teach us and help us of everything. And they're the most kind of teacher we have in this big year. Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall, for being there for me and being a great teacher for me. And you are always going to be my favorite teacher.
I want to give a shout out to Ms. Shelton. She was the best teacher of the whole year for me.
Go.
Thank you, Ms. Chandler, for helping me out this year for math.
Go.
Thank you, Ms. Hutchinson, for giving me all the education that I need. And I really appreciate you for helping me during the year. And I hope you have a great rest of your year.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Kelly, Mr. Plumley, Ms. Chandler obviously, and Ms. Bilbao. But thank you, Mr. Kelly, for teaching us how to use our instruments. And Mr. Plumley, we always been twinning with the shoes since day one. Ms. Chandler, thank you for being my math teacher. Ms. Bilbao, thank you for being one of the greatest history teachers in the history.
I'd like to shout out Miss Brown because you're really amazing. I love you.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly, for all that you do in having a Christian Academy club.
Thank you, Mr. Alexander, for always believing in me.
Dear Ms. Hoskins, thank you for helping me achieve more vocals and all that stuff. You were a great teacher, and thank you.
Shout out to Ms. Bilbao.
Thank you, Ms. Shapiro, for all that you do for all of us.